So I thank you for being live. And actually, some of you have come from my other group. And let's get started. I'll be sharing my screen for this. This is what we're here to do, to rewire our brain in the easiest way possible, so we can just let go of that sabotage and then whatever blocks we have, so we can manifest. And this is for you if you believe in the law of attraction. We said the word manifest for a reason. When you think of the word manifest, you like, oh, law of attraction. But hey, most of us that believe in the law of attraction don't get consistent results. So I'll teach you about that here, so you can start getting consistent results. And maybe you feel that the world is shifting. Who's feeling that? You guys feel something? There's a shift going on. Which side of the shift do you want to be in? Right? And maybe you've tried many different modalities to improve your life. Like I have. I've tried so many different modalities, and maybe, some of them stick, some of them don't, but they're very inconsistent. And you're not willing to lose any more time in not trying things that don't work. And this is a one last stop. And I really mean this. Anyone that's been working with this modality will swear to you that is the last thing you'll ever need. And maybe you're tired of putting everything and everyone else first before yourself, and you realize, hey, it's now my turn. That's also a part of that shift, right? So what is I Am Superconscious all about? Well, it's the shortcut to transformation. It's really the fastest way to transform. Why? Because we use the shortcut. We use the higher level of mind to manifest a life that you absolutely love on your terms, and live your purpose, your fulfillment, and just really create anything you'd love to have. And the truth is, it is the most advanced training there is. And it works. It changes lives. A lot of these comments are just after a session or after a couple of sessions of how people just, released something major in their life and how they love to have this experience. And going deeper, what it really does when people are here, even starting with just a couple of short months, like Katrina, a couple of short months, like she joined in July, and then in September, she says, it brings tears to my eyes when I think back of how miserable I was before. My life is transforming and I'm happy. And my dreams can become my reality. So this person lived a life literally in a black void, been stuck for so long in misery and stopped dreaming of a better life. So people like Katrina see something really shifting. Megan, she struggled with depression and anxiety her entire life. And I think she was in the program for about almost 5 months. She doesn't need her medication anymore that she's been relying on for years. And Christina, after a couple of days, we did one session, and she just turned her money blocks around and just brought in a couple grand, just within 2 days, where she kind of hasn't seen anything in a while. Melanie joined becoming certified in this work. If you have any questions about being certified, you are welcome to reach out to me, and I'll connect you with the right people. However, when I met Melanie, she was stuck in an abusive relationship with men who kind of provided her, put a roof over her head in exchange for being able to abuse her. She quickly got out of that situation and became completely independent and living a life she loves, joined the certification. I just saw her in a big conference last week. And so again, this changes lives. Who am I? And what makes me an authority in this work? Well, I'm a top coach at Conscious Education Company in Australia. They're a 20 million a year company. They work a lot in marketing and personal development. And I work with their one-on-one clients and in their groups containing thousands of members. And I am certified in reconnective healing, magnetic mind method, which is what this is. And I work in all levels of consciousness, intuition, and all and energy work. I studied and practiced many modalities trying to fix myself. I'm really into health and wellness. That's kind of been a hobby of mine. So I studied many modalities there. And because of this system, I'm able to live life on my terms. Like, I never thought that life could be like this. I just thought it looked like these people look like they're having a good time. And I would be doing some of these things and I might look it on the outside, but on the inside, it was never a match. So I never knew it was possible, but it is to live possible to live a life of your dream. Travel, make your own schedule, improve your relationship, your health, live life on your terms. So what is this all about? Why is this different? Working with the superconscious, because it's the most predictable way to turn thoughts into things and manifest what you want using a simple system, 5 steps called the carrot system. I'll explain it later. It's so simple, but we're just so programmed to be thinking in the old way that we get in our own way, really. But I'm going to teach you this today, utilizing your own innate power, your own superconscious as a creator. I have nothing to sell you today except for give you a free 7-day trial of my superconscious coaching program. So you can continue having shifts in your own time after you leave here today. Now, what you'll learn then is how most people manifest in the wrong way. If you believe in the law of attraction, but you can manifest a parking spot, but that's about it. You'll learn the correct way and what you've done wrong. You will understand how your own sabotaging, how you get in your own way, how sabotage is formed, and you'll get to release all that sabotage today. We'll have an experience, a superconscious recode together. It works in groups, it works in replay, because we're all connected via the energy field. We'll teach you how to continue to shift and reawaken and take this journey with me and just learn how to create life instead of reacting to life. Most of us have been living life just trying to put out fires all the time and never seem to get ahead. This is going to teach you how to actually create the life you want. Before we start, a little bit about me, because I know what it's like to feel lost and stuck and not fulfilled, because I was a victim myself. Originally, I'm an immigrant from Israel, and so I never knew where I really belonged. I don't belong with Israel. I don't belong with Americans. I'm a citizen now, but I always felt like I didn't belong. And I grew up in an abusive home. My father abused my mother, my sister, and I. And he had very strict expectations of what I should become. And unless I did that, I wouldn't amount to anything. And, I just never believed in myself because of that, because I just didn't feel pulled, or I wasn't even good. He wanted me to do computer science. And boy, no, that would have never happened. And so I always believed that once I achieved something that I couldn't even achieve, then, I'll find happiness. But I was always chasing an unattainable dream. And whenever any form of success would come, I wouldn't recognize it as success. I would just find a way to sabotage myself. So things would come and then I would lose them somehow. I don't know. I never got the right formula. And so this was me. I was always a victim of my circumstance. And I did see success. On the outside, I looked like I had it all. I actually ran a nonprofit dog rescue for many years. I saved 7,000 dogs. I'm really proud of that. And I was a hero in some people's eyes, but on the inside, it's just, I was not a vibrational match, right? It did not feel like that. I would just wake up every morning and I would just be riddled with stress, worry. I was broke. I felt like an imposter. So I don't know about you, but if you guys feel anything like I felt, let me know in the chat if you resonate with how it used to be and you feel maybe a little bit like the outside doesn't match the inside and you don't feel like you're enough. I was always searching for a better life, but I never arrived. So I tried to go for more money. I tried to have more time for my family, my son. I have a son, and I wanted less stress in my life. Yet that goalpost kept moving. I always thought, well, once I have it, life will be better somehow, right? And how was I doing this? How come that never came? That goalpost kept moving. Every time I tried to improve my life in some way, I was having to fight myself, like taking one step forward, 2 steps back. I would make a little extra money and I would lose it. I would feel happy for like a split second, but it wouldn't last. I would maybe feel successful for a little bit, but it wasn't enough. And my health was starting to fail. Do you guys feel like you're kind of sabotaging yourself? Do you start things and you never really finish? Do you think that maybe someday in the future your life will improve and it seems like it's always around the corner, and then you turn the corner and it doesn't happen? And then you're wondering even if whatever it is you're dreaming of is even possible. Maybe you stopped dreaming, maybe you gave up, maybe you aren't allowed to dream, and it feels like something's kind of holding you back. Thanks, Brianna, hey, Brianna. And I appreciate your comments. And the more you play full out, the more you get out of this, the more you participate. I really appreciate your time. And I just want you to know that the more focus you give me here, the more your subconscious is already understanding, taking it in, and you'll have the best process. So thank you for your shares. Thank you for sticking with me. Thanks for putting away your phones and giving me your full attention, because you're going to get the results that you seek. But my life changed literally a month before the pandemic started. I was called to a webinar, kind of like you're here today, and there are no mistakes. You have been called here for a reason, like I was called when my time came, and I met my mentor, Christopher Duncan, and he explained to me the missing piece and propelled me to learn what I was missing, the piece of the puzzle. And this is my shift. And he's trained in many, 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 many modalities, more than one can count. He's using this modality created by Gary Flint. He passed away, but he gave permission to a woman named Colette Stryker of MAP Method, who taught Chris. And then he added matrix energetics, NLP techniques, all kind of a mishmash of many modalities, William Whitecloud, Robert Fritz, and created this amazing modality. And that's when my life finally changed for the better. Yeah, you're feeling that too, Jennifer. Nice to see you here again. So once I learned that I was sabotaging myself and I applied these techniques and learning in my own life, everything changed. My income doubled, and I was able to retire from my day job, my nonprofit that actually I've been trying to retire from for 9 years. And my health improved. I felt younger and I look younger than I did when I started. My stress diminished. Imagine what stress does to your immune system. Chronic stress is really why we get autoimmune disorders. And that's the truth. And everything improved in my life, especially my relationships. And I started living my dream life. It made it all possible. And so, continuing our journey, Chris did encourage me to launch my own program, and it helps others transform in the fastest way possible. And my program is called I Am Super Conscious, and I've been watching others in my program significantly upgrade their lives like I have in all areas. And all you have to do, it's so easy, easiest thing you can do for yourself. And all you have to do is show up. And the truth is, this is where I really want your attention here, because this is where you're going to start to understand how we've been manifesting wrong. Because we believe in the law of attraction, but why don't we still have what we want? We have a current reality, okay? This is where we are now, and we have a desired reality. Can everyone see this okay? This is what we want in, right? We're here and we want to manifest something. And we believe that the future will be better than the now. But now, one thing to know is that we manifest, I'm going to use black, we manifest with both our conscious and subconscious minds. This is very important to know, is that we have a conscious, right? Conscious and subconscious mind. And what's very important to know is that the conscious mind was actually developed. This is age 0. It's really develops at age 7. Okay, the subconscious starts in the womb. Okay, and they both manifest. Okay, you're consciously, you're choosing what you want. I want a business. I want success. I want financial abundance. I want wealth. I want my dream home. Okay, whatever you plug in, whatever you want, right? And so this is very important to know that the subconscious runs the show. We also have a superconscious mind, which we'll discuss later. That's our higher mind, our higher self. It's always been with us, always. And that's the mind that we work with, the superconscious. But right now, I'll explain how the subconscious runs the show. The conscious level starts at 7 years of age. It judges and discerns, like, this is good, this is bad. My dream house is good. My dilapidated house is bad. My overweight body is bad. My healthy, in shape body is good, right? It goes for quality, right? And it's also our personality. It's our ego. It's who we are. It makes us who we are, but it also has a very short memory. And the subconscious mind, it forms in the womb and goes till death, right? Everything mostly gets encoded in, that's in the subconscious mind right now, happens from 0 to 7 years old. It runs all the functions of your body. It communicates to you via emotions, self-doubt, fear, all that stuff. That's the subconscious communicating with you. And it doesn't care if you're happy or sad. It doesn't go for quality. It goes for quantity. It makes sure that you survive. That's the biggest role of the subconscious, is that you survive. And it never forgets. It's a supercomputer of everything you've ever experienced in your life. And it runs the patterns that you learn from 0 to 7 years old. Or if you had a trauma experience somewhere along your life, it will encode that in so you don't repeat it again. So it's its job to keep you safe. How does it do that? Well, funny you should ask. By running the same pattern. It creates these egoic agenda, the agenda of your ego to keep you the same. How does it know? Well, whatever you learn from 0 to 7, it's instinctual for the baby to be born and have all its needs met, right? So when, let me just stop share for a minute. A baby horse, or let's just go, a baby horse just stands up and starts walking. It's still a mammal though. Think of a sea turtle. What does a sea turtle do? It hatches and it walks into the ocean. Does it need its mother? Does it need to belong to its mother to survive? No. However, it does need to belong to a pack, and it does that with its other little baby turtles that survive. But very important to know that we can't survive outside the womb. So we have to learn to cry to get fed, to get our needs met. We have to learn to survive. That is our mission when we're born. And we cannot survive outside our family. So belonging to our tribe to help us survive and keep and stay safe is our main egoic agenda. What else do we learn? We learn all sorts of things. We learn that from our little child perspective, how to belong to our family, How do we do that? Well, we must belong. It's our instinct. So whatever it experienced is considered survivable, including good experiences or bad. Abuse was survivable. I must repeat that pattern because that kept me safe. See, I'm here today, so obviously I survived. I'm alive, right? It wasn't pleasant because the subconscious doesn't mind if you're happy or sad, doesn't care. But if you survived it, hey, it's safe. Scarcity, you guys didn't have any money, that's safe. I need to repeat that throughout my lifetime because, hey, look at you, you're here. We proved that you're safe, that you survived. Family patterns, whatever it is, you had a narcissist father. Oh, let's go repeat that. Oh, you had dysfunctional relationships you witnessed in your childhood. Oh, let's go repeat that. Whatever it survived, it's a far better option than the unknown. The subconscious doesn't know that it's survivable. So it's going to put up some blocks because it doesn't know, and it runs the show, right? Does that make sense? So most people also manifest wrong with their focus. There's no on-off switch, right? So your focus creates your reality, and you're always manifesting. You're manifesting with your conscious mind. We can focus our conscious mind, right? We say, oh, I'm going to want this, and I'm thinking positive thoughts. But your subconscious is just trying to survive. It says, hey, whatever you want with that conscious mind, we don't know if that's safe. Your abundance, your happy relationships, your perfect body, or whatever you want, that is not survivable. We did not experience it from 0 to 7 years old. We're not going to let you. So your subconscious is also focusing, but you're not realizing it. And you're always manifesting. There's never an on-off switch. So every time you might say those positive affirmations and then you go about your day, you're still manifesting. You get in an argument, you go worry about what's in your bank account and all that. You're still manifesting. You're always manifesting. And that's hard to shift because we're programmed to live in that scarcity and those old patterns. That's really what we're thinking about. We're not thinking most of the time of how great we already are, so we can manifest it. Does that make sense? Any questions, you guys? Is this landing? Are you guys finding some of these learnings of like, oh yeah, I'm kind of doing that? So we're always with a subconscious, we're repeating patterns and manifesting more of that. Yeah, thanks, Nicole. I appreciate that. So what's happening is that we're programmed to believe that the future will be better than the now. With our focus, that the future will be better than the now. So our focus says, when I have whatever it is I want, a life that I love, my business, my career, my money, life will be better. So you're actually focusing that the now isn't good enough. That's literally what you're telling with your conscious mind and your subconscious. Your conscious mind wants this because you think it's going to be better. It's just how we're programmed. Society is programmed like this. Marketing, our parents told us, our teacher told us, our government told us. Everywhere, if we had this, your life will be better, right? And it's so conditioned, it's embedded deep down in our subconscious mind. It's such a deep groove that says the future will be better than the now. What you've got coded in is that now isn't good enough. And that is really where you're focused. You're trying to get away from now. So what you're really saying, now is never good enough. So as you make your way over here, wherever you go on this, taking action and doing something, maybe you go on a diet so you can, or go to the gym so you can have your body, maybe you start making money, right? You're taking action to make more money, but you're constantly thinking that over here, life will be better. Once you have it, you're constantly being in a vibration of a not enough. So your brain will never pop out of that, no matter where you are. As they say, aren't there happy people sitting in mansions right now? And aren't there miserable people sitting in mansions right now? It depends what their current reality coding is. If you're not happy with what you have now, you won't be happy with what you receive in the future. Thanks, Jennifer. Very true. It's so true. I don't know who said that. Many people have, and we can all say it in different ways, but it's just the truth. So let's go back to, so current reality versus desired reality. If I had blah, 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 life will be better. Fill in the blank for yourself. What is it for you? You're just saying life isn't good enough, and it's just an endless cycle. You'll never get out of this cycle, ever, because it's embedded in your subconscious until you release the subconscious beliefs and rewire your brain to create new grooves that now is good enough. Focus creates reality. It will never be, like you said, Jennifer, you're really resisting the now. What you resist persists. It's your own, we call it psychological tension, and it gets reinforced. And we develop these egoic agendas when we're young. And so what we do, what got developed in the subconscious when we were trying to be good girls and boys for mom and dad is, I'm not good enough. Good enough. I am not enough. So the person who's not good enough is always trying to achieve more, like another degree on your wall, another course, another this, another that, PhD. Like these overachievers, they have an identity that got coded in when they were really young, that they are not enough. So no matter how many it looks impressive, and you think that they feel proud and enough, maybe for a minute when they got that certificate, but they have an egoic agenda that's coded in that says, I am not good enough. And they never will, no matter how many they have, because it's embedded in the subconscious. We're trying to be good boys and girls for mom and dad. The next one is, I'm not worthy enough. So who's here that puts everybody else first before themselves? Have an identity. I have this really bad. I'm not worthy enough. Hey, Adeline, nice to see you. No worries. And so not worthy enough. Who has this? You just feel like everyone's more worthy than you. So you end up doing things for everyone else. And you're like always last. Me, OG. Yeah, me too. So I had that. And I'm not perfect enough. Who starts and restarts? I'll rewrite that book. I'll rewrite that chapter. I'll redo this, redo that. Never, always restarting and restarting, because, you have an egoic agenda that's not perfect enough. Maybe your parents sought perfections from you, or you thought that they needed you to be perfect. It's just, remember, it's the child made this up. This is from the childish perspective. And it got coded in. Not good enough, not capable enough. This person really never starts anything because they don't have the capacity, like they're not allowed. And this child usually had a very strong parent that did everything for them. And so it got coded in that I can't do it. And it served us when we were young, right? We weren't allowed to do a lot of things because we weren't capable, but that's still coded in. It's outdated. And good enough, not worthy enough, not capable, don't belong. This pretty much everyone has. I have this. Or even if you feel like the black sheep, you don't belong. But even if you feel like, you know, relationships are really important, community, really important to this individual. They usually don't like being alone. This is, I don't belong, or they don't fit in. And most of us have this. And significant, I'm not significant enough. There's others, like, you know, you're either, if you're insignificant identity, like you don't, like you're quiet, you're soft-spoken, you don't believe you're ever seen. And then if you are, you could be the other way, you're really flashy and loud because you never feel like you're significant, so you're always trying to prove your significance. And so good enough, there's more, there's like, I'm not loved enough, I'm not smart enough, but these are the main. And it gets embedded, and then we try to live our life trying to overcome these, but we never do. Because the reason we never overcome these on our own is this: if you are not worthy, if you had this, it would mean that you are worthy, isn't it? Like, think about something you'd really love to have. If you had whatever it is you're going for, well, obviously it means you're worthy of it. However, to the subconscious, you are this, and over here you're not this. So this is life and death. Remember, the subconscious's job is to keep you alive by staying the same. So if you suddenly were worthy of it, it means life and death. It's not survivable. So the subconscious will do everything in its power to either block you, or you might have it for a little bit and go, oh, that's not safe. Remember, you're not worthy. And it's an endless loop. You'll never be able to have it because you've got one or more of these. And hey, if you have a subconscious, everyone has these. Does that make sense? It's crazy. Crazy, I know. But literally, your identity, this is your identity. This is who you are. It defines you. But this identity, if you had it, right, it means that you are perfect enough, or you are capable to achieve it, or you do belong. You're not an imposter, even if right now it feels like you are if you had that, right? So, makes sense? Thank you. Yeah, how's this resonating, you guys? Please, again, your participation will help you. Can you identify any of these in you? Do you feel like you're not worthy enough of what you really want? Do you feel that you're not good enough? You just have to keep taking more courses and more and more and more. Do you feel like it's never perfect enough? You're never perfect enough, or it's never perfect enough for you to really have what you want? So that dream, that unattainable dream, we're always chasing. And we're just repeating these patterns. That's all we do, because that's just how we're programmed. How's that landing? I'd love your comments. No more courses after this needed. You are right. Absolutely. So again, we end up in an oscillating structure that can't be resolved. We go here and then right? That's a structure. Okay, we end up. And it is so powerful. And those that have done it are typing in saying, in agreement. Thank you for that share. Appreciate it. So the problem is structure. A problem-based structure is what we're trying to resolve versus a creative structure. Structure is one or more parts working together. You're always in a structure. You're in a structure with what you want to manifest right now. Okay. So the structure does not resolve itself because you're always part of a manifestation structure, as we said, but you're in a problem-based structure. I have to resolve that I'm not worthy, or that, to become worthy before I can have it. Do you see that? So that focus will always create your reality, like a rubber band. If you look at a rubber band, you make your way over here, and then you have that psychological tension over here, say, hey, wait a minute, over here, that's not you. So it creates some sort of obstacle, like a fear, self-doubt, story. Oh, someone else needs you. You better drop everything and go take care of this or that. Oh, someone's sick. It's not that anyone else could. You're the only one. You're the only one that can help. Yeah, no one else can do it. It's just you. You must drop everything because You're not really worthy of this. Does that make sense? What you want is on the other side of fear. I love that quote. That's good. Yeah, you catch myself thinking negative thoughts and fears, and I feel myself knock it off, as scary as it is, and I'll get through it. Yeah, that's another way of conditioning our mind. There's a faster way, but it's very true what you're doing, and that is a great way to say, yeah, it's not real, right? It's not real. And so let's recap your manifesting structure. Here we are. We are in a current reality. We go to the desired reality. This is the creative structure. We just focus on what we want, but we have this psychological tension. It's called wound. Carl Jung called it wounding by individuation when we're born, and then we develop the subconscious from 0 to 7 of how we must be good enough, perfect enough. So that's called wounding by individuation. And so we make our way, but that's not safe. We must resolve our unconscious egoic agenda that we're not enough. And so that's the problem versus creative structure. So notice success isn't personal. It's just your structure. It's whether you focus on already being this or you're focused on not enough. That's how, because focus creates reality, right? So it's your structure with your focus. And that goes to how we manifest wrong. We must first be it to see it. We must first be a vibrational match. We don't have to wait for us to have the desired reality. We can match it now. We can be that person. Who is that person that you are going to be once you have this? Who is this person? Have you thought of who you are here? Who are you? So you must match. These have to be equal vibrationally, emotionally. So what would you like to manifest? What is it that you'd like to have that you just feel like, I'd love to have this, but no way, whether it's financial abundance, health and vitality, a bus to travel in, fun. Yeah, type in, what would you like to manifest that you feel is like really far away? Or maybe you have a fear of public speaking. Maybe, you have a fear of something, maybe a new life partner. Beautiful. What is it that you would just love to have? You know what I'd like to do for today? An emotion. Going live on Facebook. That's great. We're going to manifest confidence, huh? I want you to, today we're going to, the thing is, we can manifest anything by becoming a vibrational match to it, because what would the person that already has this, what action would they take? Would they be afraid to take the action? Would they be in self-doubt? No, they already did it. They are already that person that achieved it. Now that person that achieved it takes the action with ease, right? They don't believe it's not possible because they did it already. That's how important becoming a vibrational match is. And so, so what I'd like to do today is I want you to pick the emotion of just the perfect emotion of the perfect version of you, a life you love. You want a lot, you're allowed to want a lot. If it's in your heart, that's your truth, a true choice, okay? And that most people literally forgot that they are capable. So here's a very important thing is that you must know what the emotional state of whatever it is you want. Who would you be? Okay, this is very important. I want you to select that emotion. Serene and peace. And I don't want you to say stop or not or get away from, because notice where your focus is. When your focus is I'm not it, means that you're actually resisting, and what you resist persists because your focus is on now is not enough. So I don't want this, I don't want that. Just be it. Once, like, let's say there was a magic wand and you just chose that emotion. A lot. You want a yacht and a helipad to land my helicopter? And hey, if it's a true choice for you, if you really just want it, not what others think that would be cool for you to have it, and you want to impress someone, literally, it has to be your truth. What would you just love to have? Peace, power, presence. The Holy Trinity. Peace, power, presence within you. Obviously, you can't decide what goes on outside of you because everyone's a creator and manifester. We can't do it for anyone else, right? I know you know that. And yeah, I know you're trained and know what a true choice is, but it helps. Serene and peace. So whatever it is you want, notice who you are once you have it and who you became. Like, how would you feel? How would you feel? What vibration would you be at? You'd be confident to go live and promote my message. Yes, love that. You feel confident. Great. And let me share the screen. So this is the human journey, the superconscious journey. Remember, we started out in the womb. You know, we started out as a pure creative spirit. The spirit entered the body. You don't have to be searching for spirituality because you're already a spirit. You're just having a human experience. Now, next is you learn how it is. You learn how to belong, right? And it became your egoic agenda. And then your focus of who you are, trying to become something else, but the egoic agenda kept pulling you, and you ended up in that endless cycle, right? That's the superconscious, the human journey until you're superconscious. You just forgot by design that you're a spirit in a human body. We all forgot. That's just how it is to become human. We chose this life. We chose our parents. We chose this timeline. And that's the truth. You chose it. And you came here to live your life. And you forgot that you're spirit in a human body. You were taught, but you really forgot because you're here to expand your consciousness. And so this is kind of the turning point. You are here. You are here. You're becoming super conscious. Okay. And let's go. You're thinking, Galit, how can I feel this when my life is so hard? My health is failing. I'm broke and my partner left me and all my bills to pay. How can I feel abundant and healthy now? Okay. So it tells me to go to the board. And so we go to the superconscious, your higher level of mind. This is the part of you that's always been before you were born, in this lifetime, and after your death. It's been with you throughout all your lifetimes. It's more you than any other version of you. It's true. You all have superconscious. It's your higher mind, and we're all connected through this energy field called the morphogenic field. It's been measured, it's been studied. All living things have this morphogenic field around us, and we're all connected energetically through this field. We have a field with our family, and all of humanity has a field. Like I am the coach here, my field, my family's field, and you are here, and your field, your family's field, humanity's field. We're all connected energetically. So the question is, how can I just be equal when I have all this wounding, all this stuff happening in my life? Well, good question. When I connect to your superconscious, I give instructions. The shortcut to your subconscious to release anything for your highest good. It's actually your superconscious that does it, for your highest good, to let go of what's no longer serving you. What's no longer serving you, literally. And it is powerful stuff. And let's continue so we can do it. There's the superconscious mind. It's always with you. It's always listening. So when your conscious mind says, I want, my yacht. Who wrote that? Dave, you wrote that? I want my dream home, whatever it is. And your subconscious says, no, that's not safe. Your superconscious is just taking instructions. Tell me, what do you want? I'll align things for you in the universe. I'll open it up for you in the infinite field of possibilities. Just tell me. So what happens is your subconscious says, I want it. And your subconscious says, I don't want it. And then the superconscious goes, yes, no, yes, no. So we're always our head's always above water. Who feels like their head is always above water? The superconscious never judges. It just says, just give it to me. I don't think it's bad or good. You're just here for an experience, right? To me, it's not bad or good, because an experience is an experience and it expands your consciousness. It just tell me what you want. How do you tell superconscious what you want? With both your parts, subconscious and conscious. They have to align, okay? So the big problem is that you're stuck in this endless loop by running an outdated program in your subconscious, reinforcing that belief that you're broken and unable to have what you want, because you're running the egoic agendas down here, locked in from 0 to 7, repeating the patterns just because it's a primitive mind, reptilian mind. It just wants to survive. It doesn't want happiness or expansion. But hey, it's time. We're awakening. Is this a time of awakening? Is this a time of awakening? So yeah. So these are, again, recapping. We've been manifesting with the conscious and subconscious. We're always manifesting. There's no on-off switch. So we don't really know what's going on with the subconscious. It's tough, telling the superconscious, yes, no, right? And we must align with the vibration first, instead of focusing that we have to resolve ourselves, because that focus creates the reality. Make sense? So there's a different way through the superconscious. As we said, you must live in the right structure. First, your focus has to be on where you're going, not what you're trying to get away from. Does that make sense? Do you see the difference? Think about that. I just want you to take a moment. Think about shifting your mind of what you want to create and being that person that has it, versus I have to resolve that I'm not it. Notice how you've been living your life, in which structure. And so this is how it works. You see the ego, self-conscious, sees things good, bad, right, wrong, polarity, judges. Subconscious, it just wants that equilibrium balance of safety, okay? And it's very limited, right? Because it's super limited. It's the most limited. And so why don't we just come up here? Infinite possibilities. Just send it instructions. And you just choose right here. This is how we work. The shortcut. We work from above, from higher levels of consciousness. It's so much less dense in the superconscious field. And I just tap into your superconscious field with your permission. It's super easy. I do it intuitively, and it's magical. And so let's start. How it is, we just, here's the carrot system as I explained, super easy. We learn how to choose. Most people choose wrong. They're choosing, they don't really know how to choose. So we teach you how to have a true choice. A true choice is something that you just love. And you can get this wrong. You can do it because you're trying to prove to someone else. You're trying to, because you want to do it for someone else. You're trying to get away from your current situation. You're trying to overcome yourself. There's many ways to get it wrong, but a true choice is something you just love to have. simply for yourself. No one else, even though you feel selfish, but that's a true choice. You're here to live your life, not anybody else's. And you align, oh, this is a light. You alight your emotions, but really you align your emotions. And and I'm a good recoder, may not be a good writer, but you teach the subconscious the feelings that you expect to align with the end result. And then we recode and release that resistance so you feel lighter, and then it's easier to access, and then you take an action. You know that whole ask and it is given? My son thinks this is how it works. Mom, I want this, and then it is given. But really, you must take an action. You must take an action. So the action becomes easier. Whatever it is that you guys all want, it requires an action, but most of us are stuck, right? Or we are unsure. We just like, it's not an enjoyable, taking the action is not enjoyable. Like we live life every single moment thinking once over here is going to be better. We're not living life in the present moment in joy. But the truth is, every step along the way should be coming from living your life in joy. Oh, no worries. Will this be recorded? Yes, it will be. And send me a message and I'll get it to you. You are a good recoder. Thank you. Good at widening the concept in your own beautiful way. Yeah, it's our own perception of it too, our own interpretation, and I've done it enough times. But yeah, so it's not a mystery. So I just want to share what's most important, what happens. Now, remember, we were here, so we awaken. We do session, we remember, hey, you're super conscious and you can already be this. It's not true that you can't. It's just your egoic agenda. And so you start connecting with your heart, knowing who you truly are and what's in your heart, because that's your true nature and purpose. You start living authentically, not through judgment and not to trying to prove, but authentically of who you really are and what's in your heart, and going for that. Stop wasting time by living for everyone else. It's your turn. You find what's in your heart, and we help you do that. And now your new focus creates your new reality, and you start manifesting amazing things, and you live super consciously. And that is our journey. That is the super conscious journey. How do you like that? So let's do the process. Let's do it. We're going to do it now. And we're going to start with the first 3. We're going to choose, and we're going to get with the emotions, and then we'll do a closed eye process where I just take you through, and then I'll tell you how you can continue. So let's close our eyes and let's choose. Well, actually, before we do, did everybody choose? Everybody in the true choice, something they just love to have? Just maybe a set point emotion. I want to feel great every day. Like, how hard is that? Like, I just want to feel awesome. Right? Isn't that a great choice? Or maybe there's something tangible. Whatever it is, you guys. A lot of times I say choose to be empowered. I choose a life I love. That's a huge one. I choose to be the predominant creator of my life. I choose to take my power back. Or I choose to live my true nature and purpose. I choose health and vitality. What are you choosing? Ivana says, wake up early. What would having that do for you? Appreciate your shares, because what your shares help everyone else. So confidence. I choose confidence. That's a true choice. Waking up early is a process to something. So that's why I want you to elaborate. What am I choosing? Well, I choose a life I love. How's that? Or I choose to be the predominant creator of my life. Oh, take back the power. Remember that we create it all. We create our reality. It's vague, but it's actually more your truth than any other truth. A life I love is vague, but think of it like a laundry sack, and you're just putting all the things that you love in it. And so how about we're going to choose, I choose to live my true nature. And no, I choose to be the predominant creator of my life. Because if you're not sure, I'm going to give you back your power today. And that is a huge gift. I choose to be the predominant creator of my life. You are the creator of your life. No one else is in charge of you. You are in charge of you. And if you guys don't know what you want to choose, choose that. It is one of my favorite true choices. I choose to have the perfect health and feel so good physically, my happiness always. And so just make sure that you're just choosing health and vitality, not to get away from. Because if you're saying, I choose health and vitality because I'm not healthy and vital, you know what you're saying? I'm not healthy and vital. And you're coding that in. And this is my program teaches you how to be a conscious creator by choosing correctly, because you can accidentally stump yourself. You know, all these people with their meditations and their sayings, I am, you don't see fit people at the gym going, I am healthy, I am healthy. You don't see rich people walking around going, I am rich, right? Why don't they do that? Because they don't need to try and overcome anything. Because when you try and overcome something, you're just recoding that in. Tricky, I know. I choose to be the predominant creator of force in my life. And if you guys, and Nicole, go for it, choose that. Because when you're the predominant creator of your life, you choose your health. You're empowered to choose how you want to feel, never from getting away from anything. It's the truth. It's such a powerful choice. My favorite. Let's go to, hey, there you go. I see more people jumping on board. It's my favorite. So actually one of the first things I was creating. Inner power. Because isn't it true? You're all pure creative spirit in a human body here for your own experience. We gave our power away. We gave our power away to the government, to our parents who are, we're adults and we're still trying to please our parents. And trying to prove to someone else that we can be, that we're enough. Who's still doing that? Who's still trying to prove to their parents that they're enough, and everything they do is like, how's anybody else going to judge me? I was doing that for years. It's you're living from a mindset of a 7-year-old. It's no longer required that you prove to your parents anything. Okay. I love it. Choose health and vitality, and then go make a green drink and walk to my vitamin cabinet. I love that. A responsible 7-year-old. Yeah. Even when they are dead, Megan, thank you for that comment. It's true. Even when parents are dead, we're still working on proving to them something. It's crazy. It's just the programming. It's not, we don't even realize. Quantum Queen Creator. Fulfilled badass quantum queen creator. Love that. Okay, close our eyes and let's feel our end result. Feel what it's like to be that now. Right here. Kurt, right there. Desired reality. Who are you? Have a magic wand. It's already done. Nothing to get away from. It's done. Be that person now. Close your eyes and feel the vibration. Feel that you're confident. Feel that you're joyful. Feel that you're empowered, grateful, successful, whatever that means to you. Just open your heart and just put it in your heart. Breathe in like that person that already has it. Empowered, in charge of you, the master of your domain, in the driver's seat of your car, the captain of your ship, whatever it means to you. You within your own superpowers. Everybody have it? And sometimes it's a little foreign in the beginning, and it's okay. If it's hard to connect to, it's okay. Do the best you can. There's no right or wrong. It's just your thing. Yeah. And so compared to that, I just want to notice that we just did step number 1. We chose step number 2. We got into the emotion. Step number 3, we want to know what is it like? What's your structure? What does it feel like compared to having that right now? Just notice. And as you're noticing, I'm going to lower my desk because I'm going to sit for this session. I don't want to recode you with my eyes closed while standing. I'm going to lower my desk. And so notice and type in, compared to that, what is it like right now? Do you notice that there's a contrast between how you felt in your desired reality compared to how you feel right now? Do you notice that? That's better. I'd love for you guys to share. How is there a contrast between how you felt in between these two? Is it, do you feel the same or do you feel slightly different? Is there any difference? Anyone share that with me? What's it like? Okay, thanks. Yes, I feel a lot more free and energetic and happy, and there's a contrast. Yeah, thanks for that share. Because you are this identity now, and you want to be this identity. You are the same. However, there's a belief down here, psychological tension trying to pull you down. It's not real. It's just your psychological tension. And so let's notice, perhaps there's some beliefs in the way of why you can't have it. And what do you believe is in the way? Feel the same until I don't. And then I refocus on who I am, essence, superconscious, and choose again. Yeah, good. Yeah, we can learn how to say, hey, I'm superconscious, and I can just choose. I love that. Feels different. So we're going to do the process, and I want you to imagine this river of desire and give yourself a number. And the reason I'm showing you this photo is because your subconscious is making the association that you're at the top of the river, because our subconscious is pretty verbal. You didn't know how to talk when you were born, right? But you learned emotions, you learned to see things and understand. And so it does work in metaphors. So we're using this as a river metaphor. Your end result is at the end, bottom of the river or stream here of what you're choosing, being the predominant creator of my life right here. And you are here beginning your journey. You're floating, but there's some boulders that are restricting your flow. They were placed there in a certain sequence by your own subconscious. But in the treatment, I'm just going to speak to your superconscious like a person, and I'm going to give it instructions, and we're going to be dissolving these boulders, and your superconscious will dissolve as much as it sees fit, and for the highest good. And that is all. That's all you do. You just sit with your eyes closed, no trance, no nothing, and you just listen to me give the instructions. Now give yourself a number between 0 to 10, and that number is your measurement of your level of resistance, how much psychological tension it feels like. There's no right or wrong. 0 is if you have no boulders and you just float to the end, and 10 is if it's like, oh, they're just so big, I don't even believe it's possible to get to the other side. So give yourself your own measurement, and you can type it in the chat, and then we'll do the process. Money in order to build out my bus so I can start traveling. That's what I feel is holding me back. Great information. So what's your resistance number from 0 to 10? 0 being no resistance, 10 being the most. 1, very little resistance. 4 or 5, very little resistance is coming in. No one has a higher resistance. Amazing, you guys. Amazing. Normally they come out at 8s and 9s And that's usually what I see. So maybe either you guys are a bunch of seasoned manifestors. Thank you. Thanks. I love that. I love that share, Arthur. Thank you. 6. Yeah. Yeah. When I started, I was like at a 9 or 10. I was like, I'm the predominant creator. No way. I don't believe I have that much power. And what would I do with all that power? Or whatever you want. What is the resistance? So now all you do is give me permission. You close your eyes and say, I give Galit permission to access my superconscious in your mind. Set the intention to receive it for the highest good and set the intention to get the most out of this. And that's it. And we'll close our eyes. It'll be about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, and we'll just dissolve what's in the way. And so let's do it. Everyone closing eyes, close that process. Take some breath. I give Galit permission to access my superconscious and be in that choice. Remember, I choose the end result of being the predominant creator of my life or whatever it is you're choosing, and just connect with that in your heart. Superconscious, are we all connected? Do all aspects desire treatment and understand treatment is for the highest good? And, right, do you see the resistance to having this end result? And please create a treatment plan, removing all the resistance in the perfect order and way to all priorities, and do a massive change history and everything that's needed. Thank you. And there's nothing for you to do except for sit with your eyes closed, expect nothing and feel everything. There's no right or wrong. Perhaps you're feeling some energy, perhaps you're just yawning, perhaps you feel nothing, perhaps you have random thoughts, just nothing wrong. It's your own superconscious just choosing what it's safe to let go of. And I'm just going to let that process and continue. Keeping your eyes closed, I'll continue to check with your field, everyone here and everyone in replay. The replay works. Superconscious, please treat the beliefs and rules. Beliefs and rules about others and the world. All beliefs and rules, patterns, structures. Do a massive change history as needed. Thank you. Good. I'd like to treat the part personalities, please. Superconscious, treat the protector, controller, the inner critic, the self-doubter, the people pleaser, the victim, the inner child, the wounded, the inner controller. Do a massive change history on all part personalities. You guys are doing great, releasing those boulders in the way. And superconscious, do you see any aspects that have just awakened? And is it for the highest good for them to join? And if they understand and willing to join the treatment, once they have joined, let's continue treating. Treat events, please. Treat the original event. Do a massive change history. Thank you. Treat any present events. All events from all timelines, tag and treat those as well as needed, including triggers and trauma events. Thank you, across all timelines. Superconscious, please treat all emotions and resistance, fear of the future, future events, future emotions, present emotions, suppressed emotions, repressed emotions. Do a massive change history on all these emotions as well. Please treat grief. There's grief emotions. Any fear emotions, self-doubt emotions, stress, overwhelm, worry. Please treat as needed. Thank you. Let's treat all that family history across all timelines, please. Thank you. Superconscious, do you see any ancestors that are blocking treatment? There's someone on the mother's side. Can you see that? And can you ensure that treatment is for the highest good for this aspect? And do they understand? And if they do, let's do a massive change history as needed again, treating that aspect. Thank you. Superconscious, please treat agreements. And treat body systems. I want to treat chakras, especially that throat chakra and heart chakra. Please treat that as needed. Treat organs as needed. For the highest good, align, restore balance to the body systems, treat all energy systems, emotional body systems, mind, body. Restoring the body systems. Thank you. Superconscious, please treat whatever is needed in relationships causing resistance with love and respect for the highest good. Thank you. You guys are doing great, staying with me. I want you to imagine your end result again. Superconscious, do you see that end result, this choice, and do you see any more resistance? Let's please treat and do a massive change history on everything we covered one more time in this treatment. Thank you. Repeating the process. And any more resistance that may have come up, please treat it. Thank you. Good. Let's ground and anchor this new identity back into the matrix of the universe, including everything we've treated here today, all memories, timelines. If there's any more resistance, please treat it as needed. And then please reground it all back when done. And now you guys just let it process through. Just another few seconds. Take a deep breath. Some deep breaths here. And when you're done, you may go back when ready. Take your time and notice if there's a new number. And type in if you notice that your number, your resistance, if you feel more this, if you feel different, maybe you started out feeling a certain way and now you're feeling more that you have it, that it's possible, that it's easy, that you're lighter, you're more centered, whatever it is for you. I would love for you to let me know how that was for you when you're ready to come back. Type in and let me know. And some of you, how was that? What did you notice? What are some new feelings? Much lighter. Yeah, isn't that amazing? You guys, your own superconscious did that. Very relaxed and hopeful. Love that. Much lighter. Good, good. Lots of yawning and releasing. Yeah, yawning is energy release. Going to take action, going to try and going live, even if it's not quite right the first time. Absolutely, Adeline. That's the way to do it. Love it. Delicious 3-to-1. We can love it. I felt like someone had their hands on my head, but I feel more calm and relaxed and grounded. Beautiful. I got it. I got it. Peaceful, power, ease, released. Wonderful, Arthur. Love these. I love your shares. So now we did the process. I explained to you how it's done. You participated. How would you like to release more? How would you like to learn how to be in true choice and be a vibrational match and take action without any problem to whatever it is you want to have? And if you guys just came here for the process and that's it, that's all you want, you don't have to stay. But if you really want to know how you can completely change your life and imagine having access to this endless amount of these sessions where you could just show up live or replay and just continue, I am giving you a free week if you want to learn more about that. So who wants to learn more? You can stay and you could be one of these people who have more results. Some of these are just from a few sessions, just loving how they feel. And, sometimes we release in one session, but we stay in alignment because it's one thing to just let go of how we feel right now. It's another to literally reprogram your brain to know how to live, to just have it be automatic. And that takes, more time. It's one thing to show up. So what we focus on is we release the old patterns, the stuck blocks, the traumas, the limiting beliefs, and then we let that go. And then we upgrade the emotions for daily life. You'd like more, Michelle? That's great. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that week. Absolutely. So thank you. Thanks for this. I'm going to explain to you, and I'm going to have you take that on. And so just so you understand, first we release these old patterns. We start aligning in our daily life. We also have meditations, are under 20 minutes each. Meditations that start priming your subconscious. So when it arrives, the subconscious won't push it away. It'll feel safe. And then we learn how to manifest and how to live super consciously, creating life, like I said, instead of reacting to life. True choice, align with life force. I feel through my body, and that fuels my heart desires, fuel my path with heart. I love that beautiful shift. Yeah, joined. Yeah, you joined for the practice of Recode. Yeah, that's awesome. So how we do that, you know, most people still living their lives because they haven't been taught how to do it. They don't teach us this in school, do they? They don't teach us how to connect with our own innate power. It's our birthright. And we've been living in that problem-based focus instead of creation. And we've been giving the power away to outside of us, to circumstances, but we are the predominant creator. That's why I started with that and recommend that. And we think that the desired reality will change us and life will be so much better. And we keep pushing that away. And we are just stuck in those negative, not enough emotions, trying to overcome them, spending our most people go to their graves still trying to overcome these, running that old, outdated program from age of 7. Who's been there? So the solution becomes super conscious. We focus on what you want, not trying to fix. We take action with ease. We become it. Even though we know it's just not real, but we release those negative beliefs. The people who make, you know, look at people that have created amazing things. They haven't gone to try and resolve themselves. They just went and created. And that's what we do. We just create. So how would you like to utilize this shortcut to manifest everything? So here's the program. I'm Superconscious Transformational Program. So what I do, there's a couple different versions of this program. But what it is I do 2 live sessions every week. And this is for the VIP. You're going to have access to that. You can show up live, but all the replays work. So whether you catch it live or replay, you have access to it, but all the replays work. So I add more every week. The library just keeps growing. You literally have access to endless sessions in this program. This notebook is an accountability. We have so much. Here's what you're going to get. Full training, meditation, again, under 20 minutes each. We have this goal planner, the 2 sessions. There's over 100 topics to choose from already in the program. I keep adding every week. There's even other lessons, not just recodes, mostly are recodes, but there's other lessons, just NLP techniques and other things you could just show up and do on your own with a video and shift your life on your own. The meditations prime your subconscious. You do them every day. They're short. I'm not a long meditator. I never was. And you just log in anytime, anywhere. There's also a VIP Facebook community, and the subscription that this is recommended is a full year, because think of how many years you've been programmed in the old way. It doesn't happen overnight. Obviously, you felt shift in 1 session. However, just getting those grooves in deep of how to be in the right structure after decades takes a little bit. Right? And so here are just some more, you guys know it works. You just experienced it. But people have shifts, and the more it changes lives. It changes lives. And where is it? There it is. And there's me sitting here talking to you. And there's endless replays, downloadable meditations. And who this works for is anyone that wants to live their dream life super fast, and you want to transform your life, your health. Maybe you want to improve your relationships. Maybe you want to find your significant others. Maybe you want to awaken to your truth and learn how to live your true nature and purpose. Maybe you want to improve your business or finances. Maybe you want to just learn how to finally manifest fast. Oh, you have to go. Thank you. I'm going to put that link. Hold on. I'm going to put the link in here for you. Okay. You get a free week. And after that, it's super, super discounted. I will send you an email to remind you if you want to continue. But what I just want to also say that you get a special bonus. You get literally a special bonus with me, a 30-minute call with me. I'm not offering that anywhere else, just here. So why should you do this? Easy. You just show up like you did today, but much shorter. Can do it from anywhere. It's fast. You'll feel hugely real different shift in 1 to 3 months. And then you just become a creator within a year, really learning, practicing, seeing things manifest that you've never imagined before. You can go at your own pace. You can go slow or fast, as long as you're showing up at least once a week to a session, live or replay. And you must show up for changes to happen. The fast meditations, there's no need to relive your past trauma. We don't need to know what's there. People go and they search forever. Oh, this happened to me. Oh, this abused me, that. No, we don't have to live as a victim. Nothing. Remember, you're the creator. So we kind of teach you, hello, endless replays. I don't know what else. What else are those benefits? Let's find them. I lost them. Okay, so anyway, it is super affordable. I started something like this. I paid more on a nonprofit salary. It's a one-stop shop because we address everything: family patterns, health, money blocks, relationships, career, life's purpose, and so much more. And again, if you join today and get that free week, you get the free week with me, or free 30-minute call with me, so you can make sure that you start out on the right path. We'll go over your true choices and we'll pick something. Thanks, Ivana. Yeah, we'll help you, because sometimes we go in and it's like, am I choosing the right way? Am I choosing the wrong way? Let's align you with your truth, and you get that call with me. And I'm not offering that anywhere for you guys. Only you get those meditations. There's so many meditations here. You get that monthly bonus of extra bonus sessions. Every week I post in an extra bonus session. We have an accountability program. This whole program, you get it in PDF. It's a planner. And then wherever you get stuck, you show up and you recode the resistance. It's like a GPS system to your goals, and we help you create a life that you design, and then we align you with it. And how do you assign a value? You know what the value is? I just want you to think about the value of either taking action and not taking action. You get weekly sessions. You pay more by not taking action. So you get all this. There is transformational program, 2 weekly additional sessions every week that are live, not to mention over already 100 to choose from, unlimited added sessions every week, bonus sessions, transformational meditations, and I actually keep adding meditations. The goal setting system that will have you reach your goals 3 to 4 times faster than ever to what you want to manifest. And you get it all for free. And then it's usually it's $49 a week. It's basically almost $196 a month. You get it at a discount, $99, if you choose to stay. And I don't really offer that I've never offered that 30-minute call. So if you get started now, you will get that. You also get a Facebook VIP session program community that you're a part of. If you want, you could be a part of that, and you're let into that Facebook community. And all you have to do is I'll share that Facebook page with you. See, this is the no, that's not it. Let me share that. Let me share the actual how to do it. Who wants to know how to do it? You go in. Does everybody have the link I put in? Here's the Facebook. I keep going to the wrong one. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the link, and you just go in and you type in your stuff, and then here is this Facebook where you guys have sayings. You know how you see all these sayings? You go on Facebook and you see, here's me live. I put all the live sessions here. You know how you see all these sayings? Those sayings could be misleading. They keep you in the wrong structure. And so this always reminds you. And then I do all the live sessions here. And I put all the live sessions in here. So there's this community that you can have. And here's what the program actually looks like on the inside. You log in the online university. Do you see how many lessons there are? Endless, how to choose, the lenses, that accountability program, chain, all these programs. You could just show up and do all of these on your own. Look at the replay library, always goes here. Look at all the sessions that you can choose from. And there's over, look, there's 168 lessons just in this program alone. You could just do one, you could do many. Here are all the meditations. Here is more, all the lenses that we've ever done. There's a recode attached to every single one of these. And so how's that for an amazing amount? So who's in? Who wants to be a part of this amazing transformational journey that will save you time, it will save you money, it will change your life, and get a free week and try it out. Go in to as many sessions as you want. Just do a session and just keep continuing, releasing. The link makes us plug in a credit card and pay. It should be, okay, so it should be, you get a free week, and if you cancel, and I'll send you an email to remind you to cancel, and it won't charge you if you don't want to stay. If you do want to stay after the free week, it will charge us. It should not charge you in a week. And this is all a new system I'm using. If it charges you right off the bat, it's wrong. And I'm saying here on camera, on video, it's recorded, that I will refund you if it starts to, it should not charge you before that week is up, and you will get an email. I'll email you every day this week, making sure that you know that, hey, how are you liking the program? You can cancel. Here, click here to cancel, and you won't be charged. It's just a free week. If you do nothing and continue, like it, you want to stay, you can stay. And then it'll charge you after the week. So it should do that. And hey, this is giving people something for free. They don't show up. It's psychological. If they enter something and they have something in the game, they're going to show up. So thanks, Mara, for pointing that out, but it should give you access. Okay. And if not, please let me know. But it's set up. It says 7-day free trial on it. What are times this week? Good question. Mondays at 12 Pacific. I do events in the Facebook, and it will send you reminders. And if you're not a Facebook user, so Monday 12 Pacific and Wednesdays 3 p.m. Pacific. And again, it'll shift it in your time zone. In the program, in the VIP program, you can add it to your calendar and send reminders so you can join the free sessions, the live sessions. Or replays, you could just go on the Facebook. You see that I put it on the Facebook. You could just hit play. Or it'll be in the online university. So there's many ways to access. Like if you could just look at it on Facebook. If you don't use Facebook and you want to just use the online university without distraction, you can do that as well. And so who's able to click on that link? I promise I will send you emails. You're not stuck. I hate those things that trick you into not telling you that you're being charged. I hate those, but it does make you show up. It's for your own benefit, because all you have to do to shift is to show up, but nothing's going to happen until you do. How's that? Does that make sense? Any questions before we end this call? Because I went a little over. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. But that is it. So everybody understand, you get a free week, and you have access to join in as many sessions as you want. And this is a brand new system. I just shifted. I had an old system. I wasn't very happy with it. So I just transported all my information to a whole new system. And this is the first time that I'm launching this system. All the sessions and stuff have been there, but you know, you guys are the first to experience it. So I'm really proud. I've spent so many hours just creating, well, not to mention the hundreds of hours that I've recoded, and they're all powerful and they're all shifting, and you'll learn how to live life super consciously. Remember, you are a pure creative spirit in a human body, and you deserve to live life on your terms. You deserve to live life on your terms and in your power, and go create what you love. It's all possible. It's just your belief that it wasn't before. So thank you. I thank you so much for being here and for being a part of this. And please, if you reach out to me on Facebook, reach out to me, and let's just make sure that we're connected and that you're getting the most out of this. Okay. I want you to shift and transform and become a super conscious creator. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I love you guys back. Thank you. And can't wait to see you again. All right. Ciao.